Goodwill brings to you the weekly share market update dated the 24th of June 2023. Talking about the corporate segment, we have BPCL is in talks with Rosneft to buy about 6 million metric tons of discounted Russian crude at a price based on the Dubai benchmark. The deal would deepen India's commitment to its now biggest oil supplier in the wake of Western sanctions on Moscow, and mark a continued shift by Rosneft to pricing its oil against the Middle Eastern benchmark used in Asia, and away from the Europe-dominated Brent. Under the pending deal, Rosneft would deliver the equivalent of 6 to 7 cargoes of about 700,000 to 720,000 barrels each per month through March 2024 to Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, who declined to be named as they were not authorized to speak to media. Talks are at an advanced stage for a contract, with both sides working out details including terms of payment. Tata Steel Limited won't be able to achieve a goal to cut emissions by 2030 unless development of new technologies is accelerated. Company is seeking to trim emissions from the current 2.5 tons of carbon dioxide for every ton of the alloy produced to 1.8 tons in 2030, and achieve net zero by 2045. That's even as it plans to double its Indian capacity to 40 million tons by the end of the decade. The company is relying on use of scrap metals to cut emissions for now. Tata's warning comes as global steelmakers face massive costs to green their operations. The European Union is planning to implement taxes on supplies from high-emission producing countries, potentially hitting profitability of mills struggling to reach net zero targets. Housing Development Finance Corporation on June 22 announced that it has made fresh investments in home interior brand Benito Design and Cargnauman's Private Limited, also known as Relata, which provides tech solutions to real estate businesses. The stake in Benito has been acquired in an all-cash deal, at a price of 41,196 rupees per equity share, resulting in an aggregate consideration of 25 rupees crore. The investment has been made via HDFC Capital Advisors Limited, a subsidiary of the corporation, which has entered into a share subscription agreement for acquisition of 914 compulsorily convertible preference shares. CA Swift Investments has exited the Gurugram-based logistics company by selling entire 1.84 crore equity shares, or 2.53% stake via open market transactions at an average price of 385.5 rupees per share, which amounted to 709.5 rupees crore. However, Norges Bank, on account of Government Petroleum Fund, was the buyer for some of those shares in a deal, acquiring 40.66 lakh equity shares or 0.55% stake in the company at same price, which amounted to 156.77 rupees crore. NTPC, the country's largest power generation company, said the board members will meet on June 24 to consider issue of non-convertible debentures worth up to 12,000 rupees crore. This is subject to approval of shareholders in the ensuing annual general meeting. Quant Mutual Fund has acquired additional 5 lakh shares, or 0.59% equity stake in the country's largest wine manufacturer via open market transactions at an average price of 470.99 rupees per share. However, Karishma Singh was the seller in a deal, offloading same number of shares at an average price of 471 rupees per share. Quant Mutual Fund via Quant Quantamental Fund held 21.03 lakh shares, 2.5% stake in Sula, as of March 2023. Max Life Insurance has bought shares in Capital Small Finance Bank for 49.50 rupees crore, taking its stake in the bank to 2.99%. Max Life Insurance Company has been allotted a total of 10.57 lakh equity shares. Each equity share has a face value of 10 rupees. Additionally, a premium of 458 rupees per equity share has been paid. The total consideration for this allotment amounts to 495,003,600 rupees. Capital Small Finance Bank MD and CEO Savjit Singh Samra said, "This investment marks a significant milestone for Capital Small Finance Bank, and reinforces our commitment to delivering exceptional value to our customers. It is a testament to the strength of our bank and the trust that Max Life Insurance Company has placed in us." The share price of Zee Entertainment Enterprises fell over 5% on June 20, a day after the Securities Appellate Tribunal adjourned the Zee plea against a SEBI order till June 26, delaying the entertainment major's merger with Sony Pictures Networks India, which is expected to be a key re-rating trigger for the stock. As Zee has approached SAT against the SEBI order, its counsel said that the books of Zee were not cooked and these were not just book entries. The counsel has also asked for a stay on SEBI's interim order. The counsel further said that the 200 rupees crore was returned by the borrowing entities to ZEE Limited, and the company also informed the same in 2019 through a corporate announcement. HDFC announced that it brought down its shareholding in HDFC Credila Financial Services, a wholly subsidiary of the corporation, to 10% following Reserve Bank of India's advice. Headquartered in Mumbai, India, HDFC Credila is a dedicated education loan company. The corporation executed definitive documents on June 19, proposing the divestment or sale of approximately 13,29,49,207 equity shares of HDFC Credila, amounting to 90% of HDFC Credila's total issued and paid-up share capital. Following the transaction, HDFC Credila will cease to be a part of the corporation and HDFC's shareholding in the company would be less than 10%. Confin Homes has received board approval for raising funds up to 4,000 rupees crore via debt instruments, and up to 1,000 rupees crore via qualified institutional placement, QIP, preferential allotment, or rights issue. The board also sought approval for fundraising from shareholders. It has appointed Murali Ramaswamy as an additional director, independent non-executive director, and Ajay Kumar Singh as an additional director and whole-time director designated as deputy managing director with effect from June 19. The SEBI has banned brokerage IIFL Securities from onboarding new clients in the stock broking operations for 2 years. As per SEBI order, IIFL has mixed clients' funds with proprietary funds, used credit balance client accounts to settle obligations of debit balance client accounts, and used credit balance client accounts to settle proprietary trade obligations. Oil country Tubular has moved up by 39.58% this week with a change of 7.6 points. It has traded with a net volume of 7.6 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 26.8 against the previous closing price of 19.2. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 17.95, which is a good indication for the stock. Subras Limited has moved up by 32.23% this week with a change of 113.85 points. It has traded with a net volume of 5.76 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 467.05 against the previous closing price of 353.2. HPL Electric Power Limited has moved up by 25.91% this week. With a change of 27.5 points, it has traded with a net volume of 17 million shares. The share is currently trading at the price level of 133.65, against the previous closing price of 106.15. Meanwhile, the share price is trading above its moving average 100.5, which is a good indication for the stock. The stock has made the highest move to 137.55 points this week. Nervousness continued to grip the markets as the US Fed indicating 2 more rate hikes this year raised concerns over the slackening global economic growth. Technically, on intraday and daily charts, the Nifty has formed a double top formation and also formed a bearish candle on weekly charts, which is broadly negative. Nifty formed a bearish dark cloud cover pattern on weekly charts after falling 0.85% over the week. A quick recovery and move beyond the all-time high may be difficult in the near term. For traders, the 20-day simple moving average indicated by green would act as a sacrosanct support level. If the index trades above the same, then it could retest the level of 18,880 and move up to 19,000. The Bank Nifty index witnessed an ongoing battle between the bulls and bears throughout the week. The index faces resistance at the 44,000 level, where the highest open interest is built up on the call side. The Bank Nifty has formed a lower top formation and is currently trading near the 50-day SMA. For Bank Nifty traders, a 50-day SMA would act as a key support level, above which a quick pullback rally till 20-day SMA or 44,000 to 44,300 is possible. You can contact us from the details mentioned on the screen via a call, WhatsApp, or email. Thank you for listening the video to the end. Please do like, share, and subscribe the video for the latest updates in the market.